Hey guys, welcome to High End Retouch once again. In this video, I'm going to show you how I achieve this look in Photoshop. Before I continue, I'd like to invite you guys to like the video, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, I'd like to invite you guys over to my website at www.gatwilliamsretouch.net in order for you to purchase the PSD so that you can go through this walkthrough while I go through it at the same time. Also, now I have a DVD available for purchase online on my website at www.gatwilliamsretouch.net once again, and I will leave all the links in the description for you to be able to purchase everything if you are interested. If not, you will still be able to learn quite a lot from this video by itself. So this is the original file. Well, this is the raw conversion, and this is the final image. Raw conversion, I made a background change. Obviously the background doesn't look too realistic. There's some issues going on with above her eyebrows, and so I had to fix those issues, and then I brought back in some of the darks in the shadows with the raw as well. So let me show you guys what was done with my raw conversions. This is my original for skin raw conversion. Obviously the lips are orange. This was not the original colors of the lips, so I had to change that back to the original color, which was red, and then I brought back some details back in the darks, in the black shadows. Then, well, I changed the background. This is not part of raw conversion, but I changed the background and I had to desaturate it because when I changed the background, I used samples from what was already on the background, and apparently the background had a tint, a slightly yellow tint, so I had to desaturate it by adding a clipping mask onto it, and then I darkened the little issues that made it not look realistic. I darkened the eyebrows, sorry, and that's how I got. This is my working file at this point. Then I did hair retouching. A lot of work was done on the hair. I mean, the hair is already nice, it's already decent, but a lot of work was still put into cleaning up the hair. This was basically I drew in some eyelashes at this point, and I clean up the hair. What I use to clean up the hair is I do not use the clone tool. I go in at 100% and I use the smudge tool, and I draw in whichever direction the hair is flowing, because when I use the clone tool, the textures just don't. I mean, you can use the clone tool, but I prefer to use the smudge tool, and you can check out my DVD for more information on how these things are done. Hair manipulation, I begin hair manipulation. As you can see, I changed the texture or the flow of hair. It was going in this direction, and then I brought it back this way. When I did the hair manipulation, I basically used samples of the hair from the highlights, basically, because that gave a lot more details in the dark, and then I darkened it. I darkened the highlighted areas, and that gave a lot more details in the shadows. So that's why I use samples from more of the lighter areas. And I basically kept doing this until I was satisfied with the image. If you would really like to see everything and how I did everything, you could definitely check out the PSD. You can go to my website and purchase the PSD, and you will be able to see how I got from this to this. Also, then I added an inverted high pass of 75. Obviously I had to use a really high radius because then the hair would have looked faked, so I kept the radius really high, 75, and then I had to really add back some shape to the hair by dodging and burning it, and this is how I got the hair. Obviously the color of the hair needed some work, and I fixed that later by making it completely black, but right now I removed this piece of her neck. I believe it's a neck, whether it's or a shoulder. It's a neck. It's something, but I can't tell exactly what it is, so I removed it. Then I sharpened. It's something you could barely notice, but I did sharpen the highlights, because with all that hair manipulation, there was some blurring involved, and I guess I needed to sharpen the highlights. Then I drew in some hairs. You could barely notice it, but I drew in some hair along the edges because I felt like it looked fake, it didn't look neat, it looked a bit untidy, so I just drew in some of the hair along the edges, and I then moved over to the skin. All the hair retouching was done. I moved over to the skin. I began healing and cloning. As you can see, it wasn't a lot of work. The model had some really nice skin. Then I added a nice shadow to create a little bit of shape on her face. Then I dodged and burned to smooth things out a bit. If you would like to see the dodge and burn mask again, be sure to purchase the PSD on my website. Then I desaturated the hair by painting black and changing it to color, obviously, and made the hair basically one color. And then I slightly desaturated the teeth because the lipstick might have casted a slight red color shift onto the teeth, so I had to desaturate the teeth a bit. As you know, white stuff tend to reflect light, so there was a bit of red cast onto the teeth. Also, right now I'm just doing some little minor changes in order to make everything perfect and make me satisfied and make the client satisfied. I then began healing further, just around the edges of the lip edges, and did some final touches in the dodging and burning. I did some dodging and burning in here. I did some dodging and burning around the eyebrows. If you would like to see the mask, please be sure to purchase the PSD. I did some eyebrows, drawing in some eyebrows, and then finally the part that I most appreciate about this DVD is when I change the color to this really nice golden red. It's really nice. I mean, red and gold, red and yellow, they go really nice together. This looks so amazing. I just love the colors that I chose for this image. It's really strong in my opinion. If you would really like to see the exact settings for you to get these colors, these type of skin tones, be sure to purchase the PSD. I guarantee you it will really be helpful towards you and your retouching endeavors. If you guys would like to know anything, please be sure to message me on Facebook or leave a comment in the comment section below, or leave me an email, or you can go to my website and you can get contact information as well. Also, I highly recommend that you get my DVD. It's a really nice DVD. There's a lot for you to learn. It's called Advanced High Key Retouching. It's available on my website as well. You can learn a lot from getting the DVD. Now, this is all I did for this image. I mean, this image was really nice to start with. The makeup artist did a good job. The model, she's obviously beautiful, and well, the hairstylist did a really pretty decent job. It was just for me to improve things, and that is what I did. Obviously these color skin tones is not, you can't achieve this type of skin tone in the camera, so that was all on me to achieve this really nice golden red, which is so beautiful in my opinion. If you dislike it, then no need to use it, no need to understand, but you could still learn a lot from the PSD, and I invite you guys over to my website in order to get a lot more details. Now, thank you guys for watching, and please be sure to subscribe. Once again, I know I'm getting annoying with the please subscribe, but please subscribe if you want to be able to know when I will be putting out another video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.